makes you grateful? That question has inspired 3 books, 6 exhibits, and countless events, and a worldwide movement called the Look for the Good Project, the belief that gratitude is all we need to start the process of transformation. And Kubitsky is the founder of the project. Welcome to Connecticut Style. Nice to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
And talk to me a little bit about the Look for the Good Project. How did the idea come about?
Well, first of all, the Look for the Good Project is a growing collection of grateful thoughts from around the world. In the last 2 years, I've collected gratitude on postcards, in essays, on multiple doors in the form of graffiti. It all started with a whale. So there was a 50-foot, 50-ton humpback whale off the coast of California that was trapped and drowning in 2005. And 4 trained rescue divers got in the water to rescue this whale, and as they did, she started to cooperate.
Oh.
And when she was free, which was an amazing sort of feat in itself, she was really trapped. They surfaced to talk to the support boat that was on the surface of the water, and as they're bobbing in the water looking for the whale, she's disappeared. And then all of a sudden she comes rushing at the head diver straight from below, and this is like a Mack truck coming at you.
Yeah,
so
I can imagine.
He's kind of like, okay, this is it. And then about 4 feet away she stopped.
Wow.
And then very slowly she came forward and gently nuzzled him in the chest.
Oh, it's like she was saying thanks.
Yep. And because she's a humpback whale, she came a little further forward so she could look at him because her eye is so far back. And then she went to the next guy and did the same thing, and the next guy and the next guy. So she basically expressed gratitude to each guy that rescued her.
Oh, how wonderful.
So I turned that into a picture book. I switched careers. I'm actually trained as a biologist, and so this obviously resonated with me because I was working in marine sciences.
Sure.
And I tried to get this picture book published that retold the same story, and I couldn't get it published. And I got really grumpy and forgot the point of my story, which was gratitude.
Of course.
So on a whim, 2 years ago, I created these. I stopped focusing on the book, trying to get this book published, and I created these little invitation postcards asking people what are you grateful for?
Sure.
And I left them in post offices, parks, community centers, library books, wherever I went, just on a weekend, on a whim. There were only little 500 of them. And within a week, I was getting responses from not only Connecticut and Massachusetts, but from Texas, Oregon, Alaska.
They spread somehow, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
that's awesome. And we have some examples of them here. And that's really what the book is all about. You go through what everybody is grateful for. And some of them was just saying every day. Someone said they were grateful for coffee in the morning.
Yep.
Just a wide variety of things, right?
Yeah, and some of the responses are incredibly powerful. There are essays in the book. People write about death. They write about different tragedies that they have had to look for the good in and somehow found gratitude. And by reading these responses and getting all this love every single day for now 2 years, it has been incredibly healing for me. And about 4 months into the project, I realized that I was a lot like this whale. I was trapped and drowning in my baggage from the past. I had gone through an assault from a number of strangers. And then so to get all of this love from strangers all over the world every single day for 2 years, it helped me let go of a lot of baggage.
You say that gratitude actually is good for you, according to research, right?
Yes. So according to Dr. Robert Emmons, it can add 7 years to your life. It decreases teen violence by 13%. It builds stronger bonds in the community. It makes you happier, healthier, and it's essential to building resilience.
Sure.
And if you look at the economy right now, we need
some. Could use that, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned there's also another Connecticut artist that's involved.
Yes. There's a number of people from Connecticut in this book. But I must make a note of Diana Lynn Cote from the Hartford area.
Yeah, we just saw some video of these pictures before on the screen, but explain to us, yeah.
So basically, I met Diana pretty early on in the project, and she just was really moved by this story about this whale. And she, like everybody else, I asked her what she was grateful for. She made a card. And she happens to be a professional artist. And so she painted a beautiful postcard like this. It was a sunrise, I think. And then she couldn't stop. So she started painting a postcard a day for the entire...
And that's what we were just looking at, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And something else we just want to mention that this summer when you at Hem and Acid, I just think it's such a great story.
Okay,
You had a trail of gratitude.
Right. So basically, what we did this summer is I took many postcards from the collection and reprinted them on weatherproof signage and put them along a trail that sort of, it was this random gratitude trail.
Well, I
at the
bet you a lot of
beach.
people would recognize it from going to the beach because really, you said millions of people walked by the trail.
2.1 million people
That's
go through
awesome.
Hem and Acid every year. And so we collected, at the end of this trail, there was this tiny little door in this picture, but it was a huge door. And we collected grateful graffiti on that door all summer. And we are now planning to donate that to Newtown. So I'm working with Healing Newtown to sort of send all this love that was absorbed in one area of Connecticut to another area of Connecticut that still needs it. The idea
great.
being gratitude opens
Now,
doors.
and the book is also a game.
It is, yeah. So basically, this project, even though this is a postcard project, a public art project, it's not actually about the art that you create. It's not about the story that you write. It's about the quality of your presence every time you ask this question, what makes you grateful? So at the end of the book, I say, hey, you know, if you don't want to participate, even though there is an invitation postcard.
Oh, it's right in the book,
Right in the book, that's okay. Take this book to a public space like a coffee shop or something, put the book down with the back cover facing up, and then spin the book like in Spin the Bottle.
Okay.
And wherever the arrow lands, your job is to look for the good in that person.
Oh, that's fabulous.
And the postcards are organized by different qualities in life to be grateful for. So there's actually a bunch of cards in the book that you can cut out. And they say, I'm grateful for your presence. They look just like this. And so each color represents a chapter in the book and a quality to be grateful for. So we've got life, love, peace, creativity, beauty. It goes through the whole gamut. And you look for the good in that particular person. So there's one other person in the studio.
Yeah, do it. Let's give it a spin. We'll see what we're grateful for. It's pointing at Jen Preserato.
Yeah, so do you want to come over?
Come on over, Jen.
So this is for you. And I'm grateful for your presence. I just met Jen, but I am grateful for your laughter because it made me feel much more calm coming into a studio space because I'm not used to being on camera. So thank you very much.
Thank you. You're doing great.
I
love that.
Would you like to say something?
Well, I'm grateful that there's going to be another little Jen Preserato
Oh,
coming
thank you. I'm grateful for that too.
All right, and just give us your website before we say goodbye.
Yes, it's lookforthegoodproject.org.
All right, we'll find it there. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for playing, Jen.
Yeah, thanks
for
And
having
of course, we'll have it over at WTNH.com. Just click on Style, and coming up, we're going to go hang out with Jen in the kitchen. We'll be right back.